Uh, right, guys. So this is going to be a video showing one way that I record, and for this video, I'm going to be using Garageband. Um, I recently bought a PreSonus audio box, which I'm using to record the audio for this, and I started using Studio One, Two, which is a bit confusing. I've started using that for other stuff, but for my covers I still use GarageBand, and I'm going to show you how I do it because to me it seems like it's an easier way of recording than a lot of other ways that people talk about. So yeah, you open up GarageBand, go on to a new project, and then depending on what you're doing, if you're doing a guitar cover or a bass cover, go on electric guitar, so you can either double click it or click on it and go to choose, and then you need to save it. I'm trying to save all of the files that I do in the GarageBand folder, as it's a lot easier to access from iMovie and stuff when I make covers, because I record the video and the audio at the same time, but it's separate, so I have to piece them together. And that's how I do it, but you might be able to do it another way, but I try and do it there so it saves the hassle of having to try and find it normally and import and stuff, so it's just easier to do it like that. So I'll just say this is my song 8, because that's what it's come up with. Down here you can adjust the tempo, time signature, the key, stuff like that, but for doing covers you don't need that because you'll be having the music in the background probably. So just click on create and it will start loading it up, and then it comes up with this screen, which is the first thing it comes up with, and you've got an English combo apparently, but this is just the default setting I guess for GarageBand, and you've got one track here already for you, and I normally use that one for my guitar. So if you go over onto the right where you have the picture of the amp, and you click on clean combo there, you have all different settings, and they're all amps that have been set up, and I've made some of my own settings. For example, I have weird names for them just because it makes sense to me, but PreSonus or PreSonus, I think I've put, yeah, PreSonus. It's meant to be PreSonus, but it's Music Man Stingray. It's a setting I have, so if I click on that, it will load it up straight away. And that's the setting. So if you click on the amp, it'll actually show you all of the dials on it. I think they're all the same for every amp, but you just get a different tone from the amp. So you've got your gain. So if you can move it about, if you click and hold, you can move it up, move it down. And it's the same with all of them. You get reverb, tremolo rate, and tremolo depth on them. The output and master, I'll let you figure those out, as you probably know what they do anyway, but master, it's just volume, and that's the output volume. So yeah, and if you click on the pedals at the bottom, I think there's 2 on there anyway, even on the default. So if you click on the pedal, and then you go up here and click edit, there's a load of other pedals, and if you hover over it and you wait, then it'll tell you what it does. So this one's vintage drive, gives you a thicker, rougher tone that's great for blues solos and riffs, but you just drag it you drag it onto one of the spots, and let go, and then it'll be there. So yeah, I'll just use the overdrive one as a demo, I guess. And then you click done, and it'll take you back to it, and then you've got the tone controls, level and drive here. You've got a switch, and you can turn it on or off by clicking that one. And then if you find a setting you like and stuff, and you can click on the amp as well and click edit, and it'll take you to this where you choose the input, source, monitor, recording level, all of this stuff. And you can have different inputs, I think. I can't remember what they're called, but you can have if you click on here, and there you've got a little window pops up showing you all the options you have for that, for the compressor, and you've got different settings, presets already. You can choose default or manual, or you can make your own preset, which is quite good because you don't have to keep using the same stuff, and you can also do it there. But if you click on that one, you can actually add an effect. So you've got all of those effects, you've got audio unit effects, and I'll click bass amp just to show you what I mean, and it'll add it there, and you can change these obviously, but yeah, if you click on that one, it'll come up with all the options there. So it's the same as the compressor, so you can fiddle about with all of that and get it to sound how you want. You got master echo, master reverb. You can turn those on or off by clicking on those, or you can move it up and down, increase it or decrease it. So yeah, there's that, and then you click done, and that's saved the settings you just made. So and if you want, you can change the amp. You can scroll through the amps by clicking either of the arrows. So if you click that one, it'll take you to a different one. So you've got a lot of different options, a lot of different amps. Some of them you can see what they're meant to be like. For example, this one, you can pretty much tell that's meant to be a Vox guitar amp. That's meant to be a Marshall guitar amp, but yeah, to save on copyright, they just haven't put Marshall on it or Vox on it. They've just written something a bit too small to see for me. Yeah, so once you found a setting you like and you've tried it, you can click save setting, and it'll come up, and you can put whatever you want in. So if you put my setting, and then you click save. I won't save it because I don't want it, but yeah, you click save and it'll save it, and then once you've done that, it'll turn up here. It'll be in my settings for for you to use, and you just click on whatever, that'll come up because I've changed different settings. So continue, and I won't save that. So yeah, it'll keep the settings, but that's how you set up the sound and stuff. For doing covers, if you want to have a song playing in the background, I'll go for an Alter Bridge one. Gotta promote my favourite bands. So yeah, I won't play it because it's copyright, but all you have to do is just drag. Actually, I won't do that. I'll go all the way down, and I'll find something I did. I'll just use this file. This is a drum track that I got sent. You just drag it. You click on it, click and hold, and then you can drag it, and just drop it anywhere. It'll have a line showing where it will start. So if I normally put it on 3, so I've got a few seconds before the song starts, and it'll convert it and put it there, and then you can adjust the audio here. You can adjust the pan. You can mute it. You can put it through headphones if you want.